Shalom. First, let's give all praise on his Lord.
To Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi, bahasham, Qadash.
Let's give them honor to the Father. Every great kill song that you say shalom to the elected word like you say, man. And yeah, we once again back out here, man. To prophesy, man. What else can we do but to prophesy, man? Let's get take 15 started to top. What you got? You say the what? Oh, that's it. Right. You got it. Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. So Yahawashi gave us the authority to decree these events that take place upon the planet Earth, man. You know, that's why the scripture says, behold, but there's going to be a point in time when you're going to actually see these things take place, man. You got it. Verse 2, in 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 2, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And they are faithful and true. Yes. The words are true. That's right. Somebody get Psalms 19. And verse 7, somebody also can say 1 and verse 19. These are true sayings, man.
They're not written in the paper or the Quran. They're not written in the book of the day. You know, they're not written in the article. You know what I'm saying? News, fucking magazine. No, it's written in the Holy Bible. All right. What? How about it was written?
Lord, he'll give us suggestions. You know, it's nice to have him.
Yeah.
Nobody puts on this commandment because everything that's said is actually happening. Even the word no, the Lord say no, you want to see it put out to a scenario, man. That's how these words are. Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. That's all it is. Verse 10. For as the rain coming down, get what? It's like Qadash that comes from on high. Get what? This message. The rain gonna fall, man.
Yeah, that's spiritual balance. When Lord, how, you know what I'm saying, he gave us the best of his food. You know what I'm saying? God, follow with the apostle. I was down. And we received that man. Yep, we got it out.
And the snow from heaven and returneth not thither. Yep. So Isaiah 55 and 10. For as the rain cometh down and the snow from heaven, so if the rain coming down, so this rain is coming from on high. That's why the Yahawashi said, my doctor is not lying. They heals that sickness. Good call from above, man. That's why it says the word of the king, there's power, man. So this is not our word. That's why I'm just starting off saying to each other. Yeah, but I will put my words in thy mouth. Right. So when I said, as the rain coming from high, you got it. And return it not thither. And return it not thither, so meaning what the word's not coming back on. You know, that's why I tell you also when everything is summed up, we read Revelation 6, 7, 8, poured out his mouth. He said it is done. So the Lord, everything the Lord says is going to happen. Right? You know? But watereth the earth and makes it bring forth and bud. So it's going to water the earth, meaning what? It's going to cause things to grow. It's going to make things happen. Yeah, you're going to speak it into existence. Right? So you keep saying family, now you sin. You keep saying concentration camps, now you sin. You know, lockdown. And we, yeah, the MOTV, and you said it actually taking place. Yeah. We making these things come to exist by Isaiah 46. I think it's verse 9, something like that. You know, these things got to be played first. Let you know it was how about shot. Lord's not going to start at verse 8.
Isaiah 42, verse 8. I am the Lord, that is my name. It's like, I am the Lord, Yahawashi, that is my name. And my glory will I not give to another.
And how the Lord's glory through his judgments. He's not going to give to them. See, when everything, when smoke pillar does something, you ain't going to say Buddha did. You ain't say sweet Jesus did. Allah, whoever you say. Why?
Either my praise to graven image. Yep. Behold, the former things will come to pass.
Behold, the former things will come to pass. Meaning what? The flood. That was actually planned before it actually took place. And Noah put a name on it. He said, Yahawashi gonna do it. Yeah, stop in the water. God put a name on it. He said, Yahawashi gonna do it. And every place that took place on one planet Earth, Yahawashi gonna put a name on it. Even though you do everything else, certain things that stands out, the Lord let you know it was him. Especially certain downfall of America. Yahawashi gonna make it well known. It's him that's doing it, man. That's why these things have been declared before hell. So when they hell, what else conclusion can you come to, man?
Thank you. That's why I want to say we built and serve the prophet.
That's it. That's it. You know?
Isaiah 42, 9, behold,
before they spring forth, before it grows into its perfection, you're going to be told of it. Something like that. How about read that again.
This is second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure down the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part, look the side fast, which I have told you before.
Yeah, and so this is how we measure the times. Through the sayings. I think that's in Daniel. It tells you that he read the books to measure the captivity. Something along that lines. So that's how you measure time. It's riches, man. And that's why I tell you in the book of Thessalonians that there's a time of season where then he told you, right? Why these events are being made known and clear that this is the season when these things are going to take place. We got something.
Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 4. And the Lord has sent unto you all his servants the prophets, rising early and sending.
Hey, rising early, being diligent. We just not doing this. Getting canceled 3 times just when you feel like doing. We adamant about this, man.
This all reasonable service, man.
Right.
This all reasonable service, man. Hey, man, this ain't shit, man. That's what it is. That's it. It's like the sun gotta come up. That's it, bro. It gotta fall under the water. That's why it's really time for the word of the Lord is said. I understand. Yeah. It's fucking me on. You move 12 chapters. Real quick.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 1. Wherefore, seeing we also are compassed about with so great a cloud of witness, let us lay aside every weight and the sin which do so easily beset us, and let us run with patience the race that is set before us.
And that's what we're doing right now, man. We laying the way we laying all of it aside, man. And we endure, man. Man, on my shot's sake. All right? Because hey, what Yahawashi did for us, man, this ain't comparable. We all know Romans 8 and 18, man. To the glory that should be revealed in us. Right? So what that means? That means what? The things that we going through, the small things, minute things that we going through right now, it can't be compared, man.
He brought us out of darkness.
Right, brother.
So you gotta put that to in perspective.
That's right. And guess what? How did he do that? He didn't just do it like just by speaking. He had to show action, man. Right. Matter of fact, we're gonna keep reading this. So go ahead.
Hebrews 12 verse 2.
And that's beautiful that you said that. He brought us out of the darkness, man, to the light. But it was a ransom that he had to pay to be able to do that, man.
Everything gotta take place.
Right.
Like no, going to Christianity, they want to have it now or it's a set time. No, everything has a take. So it's set time.
Right. And it takes time. That's right.
That's it.
It gets time.
Yeah, it's due time, right?
That's right. Go ahead, up.
Book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Looking unto Yahawashi.
So why I brought this out is you're supposed to look into Yahawashi, man. Like I always say through the spirit, man. You know, when you going through your episode, going through your little thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Consider Yahawashi, man.
Did not the apostle redeem his spirit to turn up?
Turn up, man. So that means everything gonna turn up, man. Everything gonna turn up.
But last year was the coming of our Lord Yahawashi.
That's it, right?
Hasten the day of our coming of our Lord.
Right.
So guess what? And everybody named Mama knows. We put in the hood term. Everybody named Mary knows. Yahawashi coming back.
Right. That's right, bro.
You know?
Because what? Matthew the 24th chapter is being fulfilled, man.
That's right.
This gospel is going throughout the four winds of the earth, man.
Right, bro.
And then the end shall come. That's why we're seeing everything come to a climax, man. Go ahead, up.
The book of Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher.
And this is what we're supposed to do. Look into Yahawashi, the author, meaning what he authored, what the fuck we gonna go through now, man. And the what?
And finisher.
That's what that brings on perfection.
Yeah.
When you finish something.
Yeah.
So Yahawashi is the perfection of what we're trying to reach. Right. So he's the author and the perfecter or the finisher, go ahead,
of our faith.
Of our faith, man. We showing our faith by our works. That's why I'm bringing this up, man.
That's why
what we're doing right now.
Yahawashi said it was done.
Look at the word.
When Yahawashi said it was done, that was it.
That's right.
That was
perfection.
It.
Perfection.
That was perfection.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's how the Lord had to bring us back to Yahawah, man.
Beautiful, man.
He said it was done, man. On in, bro. That's all we gotta do to endure. You know what I'm saying? That's all we gotta do, man. That's why it's the grace spirit right now. That's why we gotta remember it. You know, Yahawashi, the ultimate sacrifice. You know? You gotta know, bro.
Yo, cuz, like you said, he's the ultimate sacrifice, man. When John seen him what? He was like, behold, the Lamb of the Most High that was brought forth to take the sin out of the world. But how did he take the sin out of the world? Being the author and the finisher, man.
Right. I got the blue letter for the word finisher, G 5051 intelligence, and it goes to the first biblical use, a perfecter. The second, one who has his own person.
It says a perfecter, man.
Hey, the levels of perfection. You got you knuckleheads talking about keeping the law and the ordinance. To solidify your salvation or perfection. Yeah, that's a level of perfection. If you're able to fulfill the duty of the commandments, that's the level of perfection you have a sacrifice. That's documented in the scripture. Then you have a level of perfection as it concerns understanding. You can have perfect understanding of something. But then there's a perfection, a level of perfection will come with finishing, man. That's why one of the clauses of the contract is he that endure to the end. He shall be saved. He shall be saved. So that's a level of being perfect in the eyes of the Lord. That's why I said the author and the finisher, perfecter.
Yahawashi perfected the walk that we have embarked on. Go ahead, that's a lot.
Start with Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2. Look at
yeah, because it's gonna go, hey man, Yahawah smell shot, we about to go into a heavy scene in the trouble. We think this just a game. You just come out and you just, lawn chairs. No, this is a sense of urgency, man. That's it. Yahawah smell shot about to move on America. You gotta remember the Lord been threatening Esau since Genesis the 4th chapter, man. So now we're in the time where the Lord about to act on it, man. That's right. That's why we out here, man. Right. And you hear that siren keep going, you're like, look, there's something in that. You keep hearing that siren. Right? Yeah, go ahead.
Look at Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2.
Somebody get second after 15 chapter and 16. You can pull out. Get second after 15 and 16. I mean, the 15th chapter and the 16th chapter. Go ahead.
Look at Yahawashi, the author and finisher.
Look at Yahawashi, the author and finisher. You do that.
Of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him.
That's why we are here, man. We ain't looking at this previous time right now.
Yeah.
We looking past this shit. Yeah. We looking at the world beyond. We looking for the joy that's beyond. We need to get it up.
Hebrews 12, verse 2. Looking unto Yahawashi, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him.
So we got the mind of a Mashiach. So having the mind of a Mashiach, we got to come out here, like the brother said, in season and out of season, because we looking at the joy that is set before us. Meaning we're looking past our current situation right now, man. That's having the mind of a Mashiach, man.
Hey, that's First Peter 4:1. It said, we go to First Peter 4:1. It say, what? It say, It say, Yahawashi. It's speaking about having the same mind as Yahawashi.
Yep, like
That's it.
First
Real quick.
We got it.
Here, First Peter chapter 4, verse 1. For as much then as a Mashiach have suffered for us in the flesh.
Yeah, so a Mashiach has suffered for us in the flesh. That's why he was the second one. That's why he is the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. When we read the book of Hebrews, the 10th chapter, it tells us what? He had a body that was made for sacrifice, man. That's why he was written in the volume of the book, man. Everything that the book said about Yahawashi, he fulfilled that. That's why he perfected. See? That's why we out here, man, because we're trying to reach perfection.
Watch what it say now.
It say, arm yourselves likewise.
See, arm yourselves likewise, man. So that's having the mindset of a Mashiach, man. Go ahead,
you did it. Arm yourselves likewise. You did it. You said it. So we gotta have that same impression. We gotta have that same motive. We gotta have the same motivation. We gotta have the same strive.
If you want to be joint heirs, that's it, man. Hey, and it's speaking when the brother said want to be joint heirs. And if you want to be joint heirs, the scripture also tell you you're gonna reap with the glory. Hell, you got to take upon the cross and reap the sufferings too. Hell, that's an unbalance, man. That's abomination to the Most High. How the hell you gonna reach good? What did Job tell his wife?
You are not always.
You better say it. You know. See, that's it. Right there.
Come on, man.
The day that I said before.
Nature itself do that, though. Nature itself do that.
That's it, bro. That's it, bro.
Because it's a different because Christianity puts the motherfucking narrative that everything is good. Then when time comes, they shit out of luck. No, the Lord has sent the prophets out here to warn your ass.
That's right.
Because it's not all good.
Yeah.
Christianity puts that narrative as it's good. No, sir. You got danger. What happened without the storm? Nothing happened before the storm. When the storm comes in, everything is what? Good. Peace. Right. What happened before war? Right. Everything after war be what? Peace. It be good. Before war. All right, okay. You know what I'm saying? When the war comes, what they have to do? Come on, man. Go ahead and hide it, man.
Romans 8:17, and if children, if heirs, Hands of the Most
Hey,
High.
if children then act, guess what? When you read Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verse 1, it tells you, my son. All right. Now, when you go to that word children, it goes back to what? Son. All right, fun. All right, sons. It's not really children, but it goes back into sons, fun, right? So you being what? Made a son. How do you be made a son? What is Isaiah 48:10 tells you, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. That's how you being made a son. So that's why Ecclesiastes chapter 2 and verse 1 tells us, my son, if, that's the key, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul.
You want to be a part of
That's
it?
it, bro. It's about, you're going to have to suffer, bro.
It's about the sacrifice. See, first of all, the Lord told you from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? When you go to the pocket for the second Ezra, or the Ecclesiastes 2 and 1, he said, what? If I come to serve the Lord, what?
Prepare thy soul.
He told you off the phone.
But see, the thing is, that's how you be made a son. All right, through the chastisement. You,
It's a part of chastisement right here.
that's why we got the Hebrew 12 chapter. Because this is us looking past the current situation. Having in mind.
That goes to this attitude. That goes to endurance. It made hard.
That's it.
What it's doing to make really hard.
Get your ass out there.
You know what I'm saying?
Think about me. Like, say, my son, despise not the chastening of the Lord.
So there you go again. It start off with what? That's the separation. My son. See? It didn't say, hey, you. Hey, him. It says, my son. See, so this is how you being made a son. That's it, huh? That's it.
You know what I'm saying? They just like a whooping.
That's it. You said it right.
They can't even go count at the house. They can call motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When the Lord said, what? For the rod, what? For the child. You know, the teach them what? Discipline, what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord loves and chastises you, man.
That's it.
You have to go through something in order to what? To receive something.
That's it.
You know? So that's what we're doing right now.
Brought out early. In front. Right? You got to face some danger. That's cool. See what I'm saying?
How can one receive the city?
That's it.
The living. Face not the danger that's set before. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. You got to be tested first. Trial of your faith.
Well, that's Revelation the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Well, the Lord said that's a trial. The Lord said the outcome, think about the hour of temptation. That's a trial of the world.
Oh, now think about 2/3 of our people right now. If the hour of temptation comes upon them right now, they got to fold.
Yeah, they're going to fold.
But going through what we're going to do, Lord willing, we be made an example. Then what? We executed that. The Lord made us prevail because why? We was already tried. We already had the faith in the
right now, like you saying, right now, we're going through that trial period right now. See, that's why Isaiah 48:10 said, I have not chosen thee in the furnace of adversity. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I have chosen thee in the furnace of affliction. You see what I'm saying? Matter of fact, it says, I have not tried thee as silver is tried, but I have chosen thee in the furnace. Meaning what? I have not put you in the actual fiery furnace, but the fiery furnace that I have chosen for you is for you to be tried, for you to go through hell. That's why Hebrews 12 chapter tell us, consider Yahawashi, because you're going to go through it. But why are you being put through that? To be made a son, to be made cross free. That's it. The scripture says, that's right, the scripture also say that. He gonna try you, but he gonna try you to a level to where he ain't gonna put more on you to bear, and he gonna make a way out. He gonna make a way out, man.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
Yeah, that's it. So hey, the things that we go through, right? A person in the world will be like, well, God damn, you praising that God, you praising that, he your accident, but you get there you go, but you catching hell. Damn, and then he said, want you and die. But he's like, yeah, man, somebody get it. Well, hold on, his response was driven by what? Well, that's it. That's why he said, we not receive only the man, that means he understood Joe knew what he had put his hands to.
I know. That's what happened to us though, bro.
That's right.
When our women fuck up against us,
but see,
you gotta cut their ass the motherfucking step.
Right, but see, and that lets you know that what did King Solomon say? I have tried 1,000 among men.
One.
Right, and he found one. Right.
Right, bro. So when our woman fuck up against us, we really gotta cut their ass with the scripture. Cause I'm being true. When I be doing my thing, my woman said I be preloading with the scriptures because she know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everything we go through always needs the scripture. Because guess what? When I go by, I live by. It's my life.
Stability of that time.
So I don't give a damn. Yeah. You get what? At the end of the day, I'm going to the scripture. So I'm gonna preach your ass with the scripture. You know what I'm saying? I want you to get right. That's how we gotta live, bro. Yeah, that's how we gotta live, man. Everything going according to the scripture, man. Everything going according to the scripture, bro.
Let me just explain. This is John 15:14. Ye are my friends. Ye are my friends if you do whatsoever I command you. Woo.
Right. So what? We made friends.
And can I say, a friend, we know as a brother, right? That goes into an ally, right? So you got to understand we're about to go into very dark times. And you're going to either be on this side of the fence or on this side, right? And you want to be a friend, an ally. Somebody get Wisdom of Solomon 7:14. Go ahead.
This Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Right. So that applies from the Lord. You got to be proved before you can become a friend of Yahawashi. You got to be made. You got to be trusted. Scripture speaks about wisdom.
Yeah, that's
She tried to do that. That's right. She can trust you, man.
Yep.
You don't let anybody in your house. I mean, are not we coming into the courts of Yahawashi outside?
Yeah.
The house of David. He let a nigga in. He got his Timberlands up. Timberland. You all late. You should be asleep. You hear a bag of chips open. No, man. You gotta be tried to see if you possess the etiquette. This is a royal court, man. See? Yeah, go ahead, read that. And you're gonna be tried. Right? Man, because the reward is so great. Man, you can't even fathom. You can't comprehend. We can't wrap our mind around the things that Yahawashi outside prepared, man. You will never get sick again. Let's start with that. Because you can appreciate it now. You got a nasty coffee. I'm all in now. You got to listen to me. You know what? But over here, you will never get that coffee. You got to worry about no thing. You got to worry about this, man. That's it. Yeah, go ahead.
This Sirach 6 and 7. If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first.
Yep.
Be not hasty to credit him. Woo! For some man is a friend for his own occasion.
Right. Because you have motherfucker that fool to come out when it's all good. You down with your house shot when everything working in your favor. But when Esau began to close in on you with them fruits, they might ask you some shit. You affiliated with the ministry of your house. You know, they got paperwork. You know, you administrated with the house of David. Them always be like, oh, I was just out there with my cousin. Yeah, man. Hey, but see, this is the process. Are you willing to walk away from family if need be? Are you willing to walk away from a job Do you understand what's before you? Right. Hey, because Yahawashi was pitching this like a business proposal when you really going through it. You know what prove that? When you go to Matthew 19 chapter, Bham and Peter said, what we gonna have? And Yahawashi said, look, whoever gave up whatever you don't have, you gonna sit on the throne, you gonna get a hundredfold. That's somebody's pitching the business to you. Like, yeah, get with this, then the benefits is gonna, yeah, man. That's why he said, look, become fishers of men. I'm gonna make you fishers of men. This labor right here will set you off on a quest to rule over the universe. And nigga don't even know what to pass the next block. Real talk. You and your body and your weakness, you squinting your eyes. Right. So guess what? The Lord has promised us reign and jurisdiction throughout the universe. That's the same John the 14th chapter. Yeah, go ahead, That was it on one more.
It says, and there is a friend who being turned to enmity and strife would discover without reproach.
Yep.
Again, some friend is a companion at the table and will not continue in the day of thy affliction.
In thy affliction, yeah, because even when you go into Yahawashi, it tells you how he was made poor. Yeah. And it goes bigger than him just being a carpenter, even though we know that was a lucrative business. Why? Because in his past life, he was Solomon, man. So he went from that realm with gold everywhere to, in the New Testament, it tells you how the Lord made the statement, son of man have nowhere to rest his head. So who's going to continue in his affliction? The scriptures say, Yahawashi said that, continue in his temptations with. Go ahead, come on, This
2 Corinthians 8 and 9, but ye know the grace of our Lord Yahawashi, that thou, though he was rich, yet for your sakes he became poor, that he through his poverty might be rich.
Right, through his poverty might be rich. If we're rich now, his word, first and foremost. That's in Romans 11 chapter. But Yahawashi set up on that mission. That's what we've been knocking on all night. 2nd Ezra 7 chapter, that path, that narrow path, Yahawashi set up on that path before we did. So we got to follow those steps. Now we understand we can't walk in his shoes. John the Baptist said that. I can't lace up his lace.
But the Lord is the example, though.
Right. So, but his threshold with pain was bigger than ours. But why? He have a bigger lot. So the Lord ain't gonna put that much on us. But nevertheless, we're still following that path. All right, come on, give me that Wisdom of Solomon. All right, come on.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, verse 4. Having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded.
Yeah, and that's dealing with us. We have been a little chastised. How do we know we've been a little chastised? Look to the author and finisher. The Lord was scared. He was homeless. He was it was scandal surrounding the Lord. Betrayal. Motherfuckers was coming together trying to figure out a way to bring up charges against Yahawashi, man. Lord will catch 50 hell. So we catching this is a little chastisement compared to that, man. Yeah, it could. And everybody's gonna have their own personal hour. Matter of fact, give me that real quick in 1 Corinthians, the 3rd chapter, starting at the 10th verse. Hey, the Spirit got us going into this, man, because why? We about to go into a very dark time. Right? Everybody gonna be faced with that personal hour of temptation, that Garden of Gethsemane moment. You ain't gonna have a brother in the chat room. You're gonna be in, that's gonna be your personal relationship. You're gonna be introduced to Yahawashi now outside, man. Yeah. Go ahead, is it 1 Corinthians 3? Is that it? Yeah, the 10th verse. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 3 and 10. All right, come on. It
says, for the Most High proved him and found them worthy for himself, as gold in the furnace, as he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering.
Right, as gold in the fire, the Lord has tried us. Hey, because everybody gonna be tried. That's why the scripture speaks about your work being tried, whether what sort of work it might be. Whether you gold, silver, what was the other one? Stone, wood, stubble. In that case, you're going to be quickly subdued. But you have to be gold. You have to be built like that. Hey, because it's going, hey, see that? Yeah. It's spirit.
It said how to go become what? Damn.
Yep.
Ooh. How to go become them.
And now you think about it, like every person who are not built like that, they're not going to be able to endure. That's why we are prisoners of hope. We pray that Yahawah designed us to fall in the light of being elect. Yeah, like a Y2. Yeah. All right, come on, hold on. Real quick.
All right, let's look at 1 Corinthians.
Hey, because again, man, we're about to go into some very troublesome times. That's in the scripture. That's what, yeah. The ministry is not as welcoming as many might think. Yeah. Yeah, most of the things you got Bible, and that's your oh, yeah. You think it's some kind of, hang out in the benefit. You can slide $20 at the end. Something, man, they can stick in your crazy mind. No, when you come into this, you've been enlisted in war. Right? It's the ultimate mental game over here. Right, bro. Everything going to center around decision making. That's why scriptures emphasize wisdom, man. You think we got you to have a debate? They got some tired niggas. They know the scriptures, but you can see, and I actually saw in the comment board, the guy said, I think y'all should debate. And then I think it said that the board, like, you got to put this one on the schedule. Not the football thing. You need to put George on the schedule. So you're going to see when you're comfortable, when that comfortability is taken away, you're going to see where it's all on the board and have a sound reason.
Yeah, like you say, you should know a prophet with the word. Because everybody don't know this or like how. Oh, this is like how. Anyway, we're telling you the warning and the direct of devil, how about we're telling you what's fast and the punk is coming.
Right.
So Kyrie ain't telling you what's coming. They ain't putting you on the bar to hard fight. They're not warning you to take a trouble. The they ain't warning.
They can try to convince you that they can somehow keep the law.
What the fuck is that going to do with it? You know what I'm saying?
They're trying to convince us. See, technically, we could keep the law. Then you look like a nigga. You look like June. You got on a fitted hat. It just don't sit well with us, man.
What the saying? You got to rehearse it right there. Like, come on, bro. Really?
But why wouldn't you, like your brother said, why wouldn't you brief the people on what's about to happen? The famine.
Why would you warn them?
Yeah, because you're not a prophet. And that's the Lord dealing with prophets in his lifetime, man. Which he always dealt with. Yeah, the Lord ain't dealing with lawyers and scribes. I mean, you know what I mean? Like experts in the law. Like even Yahawashi can't even cut all that, man. Yeah, Matthew 22nd chapter. God went right into reincarnation. Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah 6:30. Reprobate silver shall men call them, because the Lord had rejected them.
Right, so we got the right to assess you and make a judgment call. Say, you know what, you ain't right. Because the Lord rejected you, man.
Right? I looked up that word reprobate, and it means an unprincipled person. Woo. A sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Hey, whoa. You close up on that. Read that definition again. They might be in GMS. I mean, the spirit of might be in GMS. Damn.
This is reprobate in the New Oxford American Dictionary, an unprincipled person.
Right.
A sinner who is not of the elect.
Woo! Hey, that's what
I was saying earlier, man. You're not being reasonable.
Yeah.
You're not being reasonable.
Oh, well, Calvin is not of the elect. we gonna go out and say that's a prophet. I'm the prophet. Calvin gonna be destroyed, man. That nigga was driven by, and the bitch might be an Edomite. Yeah, he could be stepping. I'm talking about the one from that nigga was driven by.
Yeah, man, he was.
But hey, you know what? He was playing a role in the movie, man. He had to do that. Shit, he got to, hey, don't tell him what he could
think about it, man. All the previous weeks, there was never none of that, man.
Hey, that's why we was getting, getting tested too.
That's it.
Mainly.
Mainly.
What you think about it,
man.
That's why the Spirit had us, try to stay in a certain spirit. All right, go ahead.
A sinner who
Well, and you guys that have taken the responsibility to yourself to teach Israel, this applies to you. And you notice, right, it said they are not of the elect. So we're dealing with two extremes now. There's not no gray area. The Lord ain't making it where you got to think twice. You're like, oh, either you with us or you against us. Yeah, hot or cold. That's it.
a sinner who is not of the elect and is predestined to damnation.
Come on, man. Very, very heavy, man. We're predestined. That means we can't convince them. You can't convince them to take the fitted hat off.
It's already set.
Yeah, he has set off on the quest to damnation. And the Lord set them off on it. Remember them old countries, they twist on his back.
Yeah. You got to walk in this shit.
Walking like a robot.
Your line that way, my line that way. Niggas predestined.
Yep. The Lord wrote your destiny.
Exactly. That's what he's going to Jeremiah. What is it? 1 and 5.
That's it.
Well, they ain't gonna be what the predestined. So what the Lord chooses. That's why I say you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. See that all this is what of the Lord works, man. Everything we doing is up to Yahawashi.
Right.
This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Hey, Israel is a spiritual people, man. Israel is on a search. Yep. But the thing is about this is the truth that is hidden in plain sight, man. Oh, don't give a damn how much you try to search. If it ain't predestinated for you to have it, dang, you ain't gonna get it, man. That's spiritual about. Hey, man, we have people stand up here, you know what I'm saying, and we can sit here and break it down to the least common denominator. Motherfucker still gonna buck up. Yep. We still gonna say, well, hold up. What if you say
where your friends is at, though?
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, no way we can convince.
You know, Israel, hey, people that ain't predestinated, like the brother read a beautiful definition.
That's cold.
That's cold, man. If you predestinated for destruction, I don't give a damn. You can be
good as gold.
You can be good as
hey,
gold.
That's why the Lord said, "Who can deliver him out of my hand?"
That's it. The deceiver and
you
the deceiver
up
of mine.
No, Lord, don't kill him. No, that can't happen. The arms too short to possibly fly, man.
Just like on that movie we always bring about Final Destination.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what
that's
you
your
did.
ass.
You was already predestinated to make this step, for this to fall, for that to go that way.
The microwave, you trip over the microwave.
The bucket get the clap in the simple. It's fuck a fire. You know what I'm saying?
I think they try to like stop shop.
Oh, hell
always
Italy. You don't remember at the end when the sign said when we in Italy? Yeah. It's supposed to stop. Remember? They thought they beat it.
You
remember the truck off the street, the truck ran into the So what I'm saying is if you predestinated or if you allotted, you know what I'm saying, for these certain footsteps, that's what it's gonna be. Read that again, bro.
All right, bro.
This is Romans 11:7. What then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for?
Yeah, so he's seeking. Think about it, but he's not allotted to obtain that.
And Israel seeking for relief. Like, because they ain't necessarily got to say they seeking for Yahawashi. A nigga seeking for a record contract or a basketball contract so that they can have relief under this continual struggle of oppression. Yes. He's not in that realm. Yeah. He don't. Oh my goodness. He viewing things. He don't have the lenses adjusted. The only thing he can come up with is being the next rappers and shit.
Yeah, he watched their interview.
Yeah.
Talking about God, talking to him and shit. You know, now, God inspired this nigga to be a rapper, rapping about drugs.
Yeah, that nigga Jesus Christ. It's the right nigga.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, see that could have eaten him. Nigga was in MS 13.
shit.
Go ahead, bro. Yeah, I finish that Romans off.
Yeah, come on, yeah. Look at the precept on here.
But the election have obtained it.
So the election, man, those that was a lot, those that the opposite of what the brother read in the definition, those that was predestinated in Ephesians, the first chapter, for the blood of Yahawashi to cover them from the beginning, man. Really, those are the first fruit of Yahawashi's body.
Hey, them have the spirit. Because in this time, they're going to escape.
You see that shit?
That's why the scriptures say, then you will know who my Lord is. Yeah, you're going to know how special the elect is. The Lord's going to show you.
Yeah, hey, that's why he tell us when you go into the Luke, I said, look at this chapter, you say, pray and watch, that's what he did to escape. Kind of word to escape. You got to be kind of word to escape. So all these things go upon hands, we're doing what? We're doing
praying that we'll number the
sacrifice.
We're going to go back here.
Oh. 1 Thessalonians 5, verse 9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath.
Woo! It's scary. When you read that, you pay attention. That prove that there's a power that controls your destiny. It say he has not appointed you to wrath. That means he said, you know what? I'm going to appoint you to leave it and wrap your car around a telephone pole. I'm going to point your little girl to get shot with a straight bullet. But I'm going to point you to eat when the famine settle on the planet Earth. I'm going to point you to escape the advances of Esau, the sword. I'm going to point you to escape the COVID. But Salaki, you can't say that shit. Esau. You put it out here, and I can't tell the people. Hey, we need y'all outside. I can't tell them what it's a lion over there. You let the lion out, and I can't tell babies. Let me tell the people the lion out there.
We'll say the dog. Nothing.
I gotta play it off.
Hey, I mean, hey, that's why the scriptures say I become your enemy.
Because I tell you the truth. Hey, well, the Lord gonna allow the elect to escape that nasty cough. Oh, which they said that the COVID, they said it leaves you. What's the like your Omarion, the Omarion.
Well, why is the Omarion?
Yeah, well, they said your respiratory system is permanently damaged. Yeah. Well, them bitches keep coming up with new shit.
Yeah, it's like every
It's like Batman
and Rob.
Turn. You know,
come on. Look, think about it, though, bro. Chicken pot.
Yeah.
I'm just scared by this shit.
Esau put a splash. But what you got to remember, though, Scripture speaks about the pestilences. Esau going to accommodate that.
I put a little more into it.
Yeah, that's why you got the CDC. Yeah, the CDC. You got bottled.
Hey, real quick, hey, the Most High ain't gonna use the prophets to put forth a disease because that's not the tool that was predestinated for that act.
Yeah,
he gonna use the cancer.
Yeah. Bullets come out of guns.
See, there you go. He gonna use the cancer to make a fucking gun. Bring bullets. Go ahead, get it.
Yeah, cut. Then we're gonna finish that. All right, go ahead. I got some quick.
I got it quick. Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9, going into them. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I Yahawah have deceived that prophet. And I was stretched.
Because the scripture say what? What it said, I the prophet. Read it again, brother.
Ezekiel chapter 14, verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived.
So if that prophet, that foreseer or foresayer be deceived, go ahead.
When he has spoken a thing.
When he has spoken a thing, meaning what? You putting that poison for out of your tongue, because the power of a prophet is what? Through his word.
That's right.
Because he's the mouthpiece of the Most High.
What's that? Who was that? The prophet who the Lord sent.
Yeah, Yeah, got you out. Yeah.
This is 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 21. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said.
So guess what? This is where the Most High was having a council.
Yeah.
Hey, what's the movie? Release the Kraken. What is that? Clash of the Titans. Clash of the Titans. If you look at Zeus, Perseus' father, when Hades came and presented himself, that was just reiterating the book of Job, man. You know what I'm saying? See, the wicked elites know this book is the truth, man. That's just a prime example. But the point I'm making is that's what was happening right here, man. They get this from the scripture. Right? Well, really, you go back to Greek and Roman mythology, all right? But they get this from the scripture, man. Right. The Most High was holding the council, man. And if you go to that movie, that's a prime example of the Most High holding the council. Okay, with him and his angel. Then back in Job, when Satan came, and he said, where you coming from? He said, what? Romans 2 and 4. Go ahead,
and stood before
to set the scene. Go ahead.
And stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him.
Right.
And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? And he said, I will go forth and be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also.
So the Lord sanctioned it. The Lord sanctioned for him to be a false prophet. The men who was going to consult, who he was going to consult with, was going to be false prophets. So that's how the Lord get that.
Go forth and do so. Now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord has spoken evil concerning thee.
That's heavy. That's evil. That legacy continues today. From these pastors and preachers in the traditional churches, anyone who claim to, hold to the Bible, they're not correctly, rightfully, directly breaking it down. And the Lord himself, the Lord set that up, right? As to filter away the undesirable.
That's bag up. That's bag up. The Lord said, what? See what?
Right hand and the left hand. And with the head controls that. Your body, your body.
Yep, because
your head controls all the functions.
Yep. The Lord said, what?
And,
so whatever a man do, like I say, Proverbs 24, man, work for the Lord, I did a man understand it their own way.
Hey, let's show you how volatile the situation is. Yep. No, this ain't the time to unwind. This is the time to fear, man.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah, because the Lord controls your destiny. You've been exposed to that now. Yep. The average person don't know that. Now, come on.
So Revelation 22 and 18, I'm reading down to 19. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these things, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life.
Right, capital offense. And a lot of these guys, they do it for the bad. That's even more of an indictment on you. Got paid off. They got to you. They're trying to stop the bleeding. Like, man, no, you can't teach that. And the motherfucker actually do it. The Lord said he's going to take away from your portion in the world to come. Then he's going to add to the plague. Like, did you read that yet? Read it again.
Yeah,
you don't want this smoke.
Yeah.
Revelation 22 and 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life. Woo! And out of the holy city.
Come on.
They show you that part of his word. The teaching, the doctrine. That's the key, man.
Yeah, because it was so long before truth came out. You got to remember, Revelation, the 5th chapter, it emphasized how his Lord was killed, man, was slain for the seals to be opened. So the seals got to be properly conveyed. They got out of all the lies that talk, it's our job to make sure we present it perfect.
This is out of the holy city and from the things that are written in this book.
Yeah, see that? Yep, take your part away, your lot, capital, from the book of life. Okay, yeah, so come on. All right, we got the precept. Let's get it. Let's go.
Jeremiah chapter 23, verse 21. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran.
Right, you got guys that's actually putting forth the effort to convey their nonsense, but they wasn't sent by Yahawah Shah.
Yeah, because they took the bag.
They took the bag in a lot of cases.
They took on the philosophy of this word. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord sent these niggas. These niggas tell, man.
Yeah.
And then you tell the ones that they was involved in the truth and Esau, who just moving out that too. You know what I'm saying? You can tell the ones that had, okay, they sold out. They're the ones. They're the ones that been set up.
You know how you tell if they break the scriptures down right.
Yep, that's right.
If they teaching anything outside of the truth, then that means Yahawashi didn't sin. Yep. Because when you read Matthew the 10th chapter, starting the 5th and 6th verse, Yahawashi tell you to teach the kingdom of heaven, man. Now, when they say preach the kingdom of heaven, that goes with the destruction of America. That's why when you read 2nd chapter, the 4th chapter, it tells you the thing that song was good, how could it come unless the thing before it be turned upside down? So to preach the kingdom, you got to preach the overthrow of America.
They going to Ezekiel. They say, Qadash first against my sin.
That's it, brother.
All they going to prophet.
Yeah. So that's how you can tell. If a nigga ain't condemning Esau, declaring the overthrow of Babylon,
it ain't what it is.
that means you haven't been sent by Yahawashi.
That's right. Right.
Because Babylon got to get cursed out.
Hey, real quick.
Bro,
Say that real quick. Somebody get Deuteronomy 18. Real quick.
And the brother got something too while he gets. Go ahead. The brother out there holding it, man. Go ahead. I'm trying to tell you.
Matthew 16 and 26. Of the ones that sold out. It said, "For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul?"
There's nothing that should be able to compare to your life, man. You see, now you found out what leads to life and what doesn't lead to life. So you compromise that with a bag. You compromise that with Esau, or either your own lust, or you're driven to. Because you do got some guys out there like that too. They're heady, and they like, no, I don't want to come up under what was taught, or they'll, say, I'm gonna start a doctor. I'm starting my own thing. Yeah. Well, even in that, you're selling, you're giving up your soul, because remember you just read in Revelation 22nd chapter, it says the Lord's gonna take out His part in the book of life. Come on, y'all have something?
Yeah, somebody got that Deuteronomy
18 and what?
Doing it 21. Oh, you got it up.
I got it.
Deuteronomy 18 and 21. And if thou
matter of fact, you want to start at 20.
Oh yeah. This is Deuteronomy 18 verse 20.
Just going back to what brother was saying, man. Them lying spirits, all right? False prophets, man. Because guess what? What they say, John the 10th chapter, it speaks about a hireling, man. Yeah. All right? These are not the shepherds, like the brother Ron was saying earlier, these are not the shepherds that's going to lead you to green pasture, man. These motherfucking shepherds right here, they're going to lead you to a fucking desert, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't going to lead you to vegetation. All right? They ain't going to lead you to the kingdom, which represents that green pasture, man. Because they ain't sheep set up by Yahawashi. All right? They ain't sheep that are waiting on the chief shepherd, man. And if you await the chief shepherd, that means the chief shepherd that set you up, should I say, to be a shepherd, man. Go ahead, huh?
He said the blind leaders of the blind.
Hey, that's it, brother. That's it. Blind leaders of the blind, man.
They said both fall into the pit.
The both shall fall into the ditch, man. And that's gonna be they what? Destruction, man. Go ahead.
They'll never get out from the under Esau. They ain't gonna escape this realm.
That's it.
That's the pitch.
That's it. The pitch. That's what I'm saying. They ain't gonna go nowhere.
Stuff like Chuck.
Yeah. You need a hand. You need
somebody to bring you out of it. Who was the hand? I was shot the hand. Somebody said he brought us out of darkness, but the pit is darkness. You know what I'm saying? So you have a shot in the hand to pull us out of there.
What that is? Job 10. You said the pit is darkness. Job 10. Even in darkness in itself.
Oh, I can't wait till the Lord come back and start. Wait,
going down the highway, it's something to do.
Yeah, man, I can't wait, bro.
Go ahead,
God. Like, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 20. But the prophet which shall say, presume to speak, like it. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak.
See that? I have not commanded him to speak, man. But guess what? St. Matthew the 13th chapter speaks about that net that's being casted out into the world. All right. Matter of fact, it says what? Into the sea. All right, which represents what? The people, man.
They go back to
Speaks about a sea of people. But why was it cast out, man? It was cast out to bring in the desirable and bring in the undesirable. Man.
Oh,
That's what a net does. Go ahead, Al.
like, can I get real quick? Jeremiah 16. Real quick, Jeremiah 16 and 15. It's how much you push your hand. You know, you go to John, he told Peter that I'll make you do this for me and that was they really hobby. You know, they're real fishermen, you know what I'm saying? I told them, cast the net away, I'm making it. You know? But this is what we're doing right now, man.
This is Jeremiah. This Jeremiah 16 and 16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord, and they shall fish them.
That's what we're doing right now on the highways and bridges. We are fishing, man. We are casting that net, you know what I'm saying, into the sea. Remember, the sea represents the people. So guess what? We're gonna bring in a lot of shit that's unnecessary and necessary. You know what I'm saying? When we reel that motherfucking net in, some we're gonna have to throw away, some we can keep.
That's why you got like on the net, a starfish, stop on the coming board. Oh, they even deep in that, a Jordan come up. You know, in the net. The old joystick.
True, like a motherfucker.
You need none of that.
Yeah, but you know
what I'm saying? The debris.
The net, though. You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
A nigga crazy thought. There's been a nigga been want to make a point for the last 5 years.
That's what behind
He's like, oh shit, this is a platform. I can get on the coming board. You know what I'm saying?
That nigga Chris Carter all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying?
That nigga talking crazy shit. What about 17 BC?
That boy shut the free throw, you know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn.
Yeah, that would have meant you bring in all type of man.
Yeah, but that's what you do though when you cast your net to the sea, man. You bring all types of things in.
Yeah.
So that's what the Lord's saying right here, man.
When you cast the net out, right? You ain't got no control.
Yeah.
Think about it. You just cast the net out there and you
net grabbing.
You wish it happened.
See, the net grabbing, then really, I mean, you cast it out on faith, man.
Yeah, that's it. You wish it and hoping, and you have faith that you get something,
man. You cast it out on faith. But the thing is, you doing your job.
Exactly.
You just casting the net. And whatever the net catches, which really that bait will be the scripture. That will be the word.
And we get paid for this.
And that's what, hey, your reward, you know, you hope to be a good catch.
Hey, hook. That's why I say it's hook. Yeah, because it's the spiritual bank account we set up. Remember, we out in this vineyard. Right now, we're in the vineyard. We working.
And that fishing reel will be what? Internet.
That's it.
That will be the fishing reel that we casting it out, man. We just seeing eating turkey sandwiches.
Well, hey, look, we all working though, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. To the ground, waiting on
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's what we're doing, man.
Like every man got a preacher or going back to good and bad, they're gonna be more bad to come in than good.
Oh, that's beautiful.
This Titus 1 in verse 10. But there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision. Right. You know, they just say it says many. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be more bad than good that come to the truth, man. Yeah, on the circumcision. So guys, remember you.
That's a broad path. It's easy to find a vain, unruly nigga.
Beautiful.
And that's what the Lord said. The Lord said, go on the highways and edges. And bring them to the bridge and bring in the good and what?
And you ain't gonna be just going to the hood. And you just thinking you're gonna go into the hood.
Right.
Hey, the elect might be out here in an international place, man.
Yeah, the internet ain't in. I mean, it's like the elect ain't just in the hood.
He just in the hood, man.
The elect ain't in the hood. It's coming to come. Really, that's what it's going down. The elect ain't in the hood.
No, it ain't, man. Really, that's what the 2/3 ain't in the hood. That's what the fucking 2/3 ain't in the hood, man. That's why all them niggas that go ahead, bro.
Yeah, too much. You gonna get into it. You gonna get emotional, man. Yeah, what you? Yeah, you gonna say don't eat pork because you can cut your feet off. Exactly. He gonna think
y'all and shit. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna come around and say,
nigga, stop. You tell me. Talking about.
Oh, that's why the Lord said, you want to
telling me my grandmama Jesus ain't gonna say it.
Yeah, you can't rationally reason with a nigga.
Come on, man.
Hell no. Because when you go to Proverbs, when you go to Proverbs, you know what I'm saying, one, when they say, he's fucking Proverbs, I think it's 20, Proverbs 1:20, it said, go on the highway, in the hedge.
Where's the problem about?
Yeah, where's the problem about? You know, up off the street, the chief place of Concord, the Concord place of Israel. Like what we at right now. For what? All nations.
That's because, hey, a nigga, right, ain't gonna see, video talk about wisdom and say, let me look at that. He's gonna be more tuned to tap on the, twerk video. But,
that ain't wisdom.
Yeah, see, so he's looking for wisdom.
That's right.
The elect gonna be drawn in, it's gonna pique their interest.
And you know what I tell a motherfucker every time, what you go to church for? I go to church for, I said, I go to church for knowledge and wisdom. Come on, man. That's what you supposed to go to church for, man. You trying to learn, ain't you?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Hey, because wisdom, you gotta love wisdom. Like your attention, you're gonna have a certain attention span when it comes to wisdom. Yep. You're gonna be searched out if you ain't right, man. Like, ain't no niggas gonna stand around and be enlightened on information.
You gotta be built for it, man.
Nigga be standing around talking about a lick.
You gotta be built for it.
Yeah.
Built for it.
Yeah. You gotta be built like
built
that.
For it. What building going to? Remember, who is the chief cornerstone? Yahawashi. So you gotta be built for this, man.
And the elect is gonna desire wisdom. Yeah. That's why Scripture speaks about it, your desire being thrown in seven. So the elect is going to desire to be enlightened, And because the nigga who sleep, you turn the light on in the room, his first reaction is going to be like, turn the light on, man. Let's start a fight, man. Yep. I was not fighting this bitch. Yeah, what's that? Hey, what's in the morning too? Like in the wee hours in the morning. It's good to go outside.
And that's like a 2 or 10 too. Wait till y'all
in the height of midnight, you want to be asleep under the comfortabilities of Esau, and we kicked in the door. You got your work uniform. You got a mechanic suit. Come on, man. This nigga got a chest stick. He's trapped in the chest stick.
This is John 3:20. For everyone that doeth evil, hateth the light.
Everyone that what? Everyone that doeth evil, hate the light. What's the light? This word.
Yeah, but I just thought about the vivid illustration.
That's bad.
A nigga was up all night doing shit, and we gotta wake him up. He hated the light.
That's why I say, what they did, Isaiah 3, it say, what to them they call evil good. They hate it. You put darkness for light, and that's darkness. Come on, bro.
Hey, them the same ones that say during the first chapter. That's it. That when the light shine up in the darkness, he comprehended it not. Man.
First, back today.
Yeah, they back today. They turn to work. They to fulfill their life.
That's all about the measure of their father.
That's it. That what the brother was reading in Romans 11:7, man.
Yeah.
What then? Israel have not attained what he's seeking for. How can the darkness receive light, man? When they, matter of fact, read. This got it. No, right. Read it up. Yeah, we're gonna go back. Oh, yeah.
1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 5-6. Ye are all the children of light.
Yeah.
And the
separation right here, man.
Yeah.
Ye are children of the light.
Right.
So that's why 1 John tells you that what? The light shine up in the darkness. If you're not a part of the light, you're not going to be able to receive the light.
Right.
Go ahead, up.
And the children of the day, we are not of the night nor of darkness.
Of Yahawashi, man. That's being children of the light, man. Being of Yahawashi. Go ahead.
Therefore, let us not sleep as do others.
What we just said, man. Wait for the light. Come on, man.
That's it.
What's the light? That's really the purpose of the light. Turn the light on. Wake a motherfucker up, man.
That's starting drama with niggas.
Man, that's starting trouble,
Niggas
man.
feel like he just tried to do
That's a goddamn disturbance, man. That's really disturbing him, man.
Hey, but guess what? That's the truth on this, right?
Hey, different to say that. That's the example of a 2/3. They comfortable. When you sleep, you comfortable, right?
They're the vipers. They're in the dark regions of Babylon.
They don't want
You don't want no light.
Sleep.
Yeah.
When you sleep, you comfortable, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's a 2/3. They in America, being a part of America, dealing with the fuckery of America.
When you dead.
You dead.
That's why I
and
speak
they
about the congregation. When you dead, that's rest.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They at rest. That's what I'm trying to say. They at rest. They comfortable. When
So
you
that
come in,
light come on,
right, exactly.
and they resist it instinctively.
Exactly.
Instinctively, you come up against it. Exactly. That's your natural reaction. That's like a scorpion. You put your hand in a jar, the scorpion's not a kettle. You being gentle, you ain't doing nothing. And that bitch reach up and get you. That's why John the Baptist said that there were scorpions and vipers versus sheep. Sheep needs to be led. Yeah, come on.
But let us watch and be sober.
Yeah, how you gonna watch, man? You can't watch unless you got light.
Yeah, nigga slobbing at the mouth.
You know?
You'll get offended. You tell him to stand and watch or something. Right. And that nigga you're coming at this. Nigga in a fetus position. And he's supposed to be watching. Lord, that's what God gonna tell me. What?
This is John 3:20. But everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
Woo!
Neither cometh to the light, lest his deeds should be reproved.
Right, and that proves that up here we have to correct it. We got to be corrected. We had to be corrected and still get corrected. You know? Right. So up in this arena, in this realm, your deeds get reproved. So if you're not in the spirit of being retooled, recentered, healed, then it's not for you. Here it is, a nigga telling you got a lump on your breast. If you slap his hand out the way and start mugging him the rest of the thing. I just told you. Yeah. If people don't want to hear that, people don't want to hear the solution. Look, man, get away from that. She's gonna take everything you got. You know what I mean? You
Really,
look back at it, you know. Yeah, that's what it is. You've been enlightened to flee for your life. Get up and go. It's a fire. Hey, nigga, slide that, you know, that's an intent. It's a fire, a raise of fire. This nigga knocked out from the night before. You know what? You gonna say, man, just stay in there, man. You might go out and lock the door behind me. I can't hear you. That was John the Baptist said. John said, who warned you to flee from the wrath of the Lord? Get back in there. Get back in that burning house. He's standing out there. We're trying to flee out the house. That's what we are. We got to get back. We tell you to get back in there, man. You have no part. Yeah, you have no force. Yeah, come on.
But he that doeth the truth, coming to the light, that his deeds may be made manifest, that they will work.
They're going back to your works that day, being not hanging stubble, wood, and all that, man.
First Corinthians, the 3rd chapter.
Right.
Show.
Right. You're going to manifest some of your work.
Well, that's the process of refining.
Right.
When you go through the gold process, there's a point where they got to pick up the gold and look at it. You know, it's an eye test.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you get scrutinized in the spirit. You get scrutinized. That's in the scripture. The Lord said he scoured the room. And he found a man without his garment. So that means that the Lord, we're in the hour where the Lord watching, man. You got a blemish in the spirit. That goes back to, you know, a block that the Lord didn't kill. It's bigger than this. You go all the way back generations, man. Yeah.
That's white, red and white.
It goes back to the knowledge.
Yeah, so that's why I say too, like we still let it
go.
go.
It's like
I'm saying we still let it go and say we gotta try in the fight. So we gotta go to try to purify. Purify gold, you gotta be tried.
That's a real harsh process. You know, you gotta really turn up the heat, man. You know,
You gotta turn the heat all the way up.
You gotta turn the heat all the way up, man, to get that draw going, man.
That's right.
That's why we read earlier, man. My son, as a matter of fact, we quoted, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
You can read that on that.
Yeah, lay your long get it real quick. Get it started at the top.
Yeah, read that on that. That's a brief of
Somebody get Isaiah 48 and 10.
Woo! Yeah.
That's right. And go back to the Hebrews 12 chapter and get with you because all this don't line up.
Yeah, I got this. Yeah, this is Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right.
My son, if thou come to serve the Lord.
Real quick. That's the process of being made a son. To get that hell, to get that temptation, to get to be tried. That's how you be made a son. Otherwise, you a bastard. I gotta go and say it, man. I hate to jump the gun, but otherwise, you a bastard, man. If you ain't going through something, you being made a bastard. And you don't want to be a bastard. I mean, what? You fatherless.
Fatherless, right.
What's the main goal of being a son? To qualify for the inheritance.
That's it. That's
So
it.
when you go into the ancient world concerning rulership and those who sat on the throne, it came down to the son.
The inheritance is given from the father.
That's what it is. That's why the Lord said he's going to kill off son and them throughout it. So they will never be able to have it.
He said he's going to leave the
Who's gonna bring up?
He don't leave no roof, no bread, man.
Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yahawashi through Yahawashi. What the scripture say? What?
Prepare thy soul for temptation.
Hey, meaning what? Just prepare your mind. All right, because that was your soul. That was your soul lies in your mind.
That's right.
Which is your law, your art. Prepare it for temptation, man. All right, prepare it for the most high to send Satan to sift you. Prepare yourself. Go ahead.
You go to Revelation, it said what? What? Revelation. See that?
That's it, bro.
What? That's the bag that up.
That's it, bro.
So you can't have that without having that.
Hell no, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say real little, damn little.
Hey, that's the whole process.
So through virtual relation, you give it to the people of heaven. So what brother just said, it add up. Man. Come on, you got it up.
Go ahead.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 2. Set thy heart aright.
Why you gotta set your heart right, man? It's gonna tell you. Go ahead.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Constantly endure. That's why you gotta set your heart right. Because you're gonna have to constantly persevere under trials and tribulations, man. Right. When you go into the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, when it says, "He that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved." You go into the word endure, it means to what? Persevere under trials, the rigorous rules of what Satan is the Lord's job. That's right. All right. So that's how you be made a son, man. Hey, man, you gotta be trying. We read earlier the scripture say, "What? Try a friend."
Yeah.
Come on, man. The most high. Go ahead.
And make not haste in time of trouble.
And make not haste. Don't be now. I just said the scripture speaks about it. You just said it.
I think
But you know what? I'm
you know how Jake is, they like
I always say, man. I said, learn how to suffer, bro. That's what the scripture's saying right there, man. Make not hate. Learn how to love
in a time of trouble.
You know?
Bitch ass nigga.
Make not hate in a time of trouble, man.
Nigga soft as hell, man.
Yeah, bro.
Step on it, up. You got this straight.
Sirach, chapter 2, verse 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
Cleave unto him. Like you got like static clean, like they say. You got Velcro. That makes things clean. Means to wear hold tight. You know, you're not apart, you're not separate, man. You know,
It says Sirach 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away.
right. Go ahead.
And that that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Yeah, that's what you know. You gotta give all money back. You going through them trials and tribulations. You gotta give your word to Yahawashi, man. You know? Read that one more time, huh?
So right 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away,
right?
That thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Hey, that's what we want to do. Go back to the 24th chapter. You that endure unto the end. So by you cleaving unto Yahawashi, you run into it, man. You're not running away from it. Because guess what? You're supposed to take a part of your cross, man. That's why he said, take your cross up and follow me daily. Roughly paraphrasing, man. That's how you being made a son. That's the whole process. Know what you signed up to do, man. You signed up to something. That's why I said cleave unto him, man.
Hey, it also said you get increased.
That's it.
That's dealing with the kingdom.
That's it, bro.
That's what we're going to do. That's when that go back to Job 42.
Right.
Remember, yeah, the end of Job. That's it. They're going into the next. So this is not going to this is not the be all end all. You just can't tell and no, it's a reward. You're going to be increased at the end.
And that's why we brought out Romans 8 and 18, man. For this little shit you're going to do right now, like the brother said, you're looking for a reward for the glory that shall be revealed in us. Go ahead, up. Because guess what? At the end of the day, this is all about, matter of fact, give me Isaiah 48 and 10 real quick. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about, man. Being about those precious metals. But you can't be a part of those precious metals if you don't go through that refiner's process. That's what we're reading. This is the refiner's process.
Yeah, you keeping the law. That ain't in there. I don't see that. You keep the law. That justifies it. And it's like that, you perfect in the law. That means that you covered up to your salvation. So when you refine, you render useful. If I got something that I'm just saying, whatever particular respective item it might be, I'm cleaning it. I'm refining it. It's rendered useless. It's in my hand. Then you got
Scripture saying judges rehearse the righteous acts.
Yeah,
With the word rehearse goes into practice. You practice to the best of your ability. We're in this flesh. We can't follow all the laws to the best of our ability. Man. We're going off right now by wearing mixed fabric. Just a quick example. Yeah. There's no way we can do it perfectly. The only one that mastered the flesh was Yahawashi, man.
Right.
Nobody else can, man.
Yeah, why are you pushing that vibration out? When obviously it's a refining process. When you refine, that food right there, you are unclean. That's a process of getting rid of dross at that point. Yeah, no, don't do that. The nigga spin it like that, like you said, don't keep the law.
I'm saying, like, you going out.
Get the hell out of here, man. Re-warning your ass. Yeah, you break down the law. You know that he's talking about the sin. Let you do that on your own time. That's not a mystery.
Right in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Keep my commandments. And the scripture also saying in Ecclesiastes 12th chapter, fear the Most High.
Yeah, and the commandments is the book in its entirety. That's why when we read Matthew the 19th chapter, the Lord said, do all things that whichever I have commanded. What's one of those things? Teach the poor. So when the scripture said keep that commandment, that's a stumbling block. So now all of a sudden you teetering back toward the faith, you know. Matter of fact, let's prove that. Give me 2nd Ezra 16. You know that won't. But that said like somehow a nigga got a village of followers. Y'all got your own livestock, y'all keeping the laws. Then Esau come in with the chip. And you take the chip. Did you keep the commandment? No, nigga, because it's a commandment to not take the chip. Give me 2nd Ezra 16.
Fuck Esau, yeah, no, they're good,
XCC. I thought at verse 74. Here, oh, you my beloved, said the Lord.
And there goes a separation right there. The beloved, everybody can't hear this. Everybody can't receive this, man. Go ahead,
I said, God, it said, here are you, my beloved, said the Lord. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. What I will deliver you from the sight. Be ye not afraid, we will doubt. For the Most High is your God, and the God of them who keep my commandments.
Who keep my commandments, go ahead.
And precept.
And precept. So right there, then now what you got to say? All right, because the scripture says, the Lord is going to be the guide. And we talk about, when we read here, concerning serious times, those who will be preserved. The Lord said he will be the guide of those who keep the commandments and precepts. So we know you can't keep the commandments. So the scripture says keep the precepts. That means the whole fast to the testimony. That's a commandment. What's that? Romans the 3rd chapter where it speaks about the law of faith. So you got to believe the report, man. So this is a snap. If you're not thinking, again, this is the mental game. If you're not witty in the spirit, you're going to snare it up by the word. That's why it's not about the outer, yeah, which is the mind. And that's not a most high judge. The judge has according to your reason. Matter of fact, give me that in Wisdom of Solomon, the 7th chapter, in the 14th verse. Yeah, it was gonna come out.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 14.
Yep.
For she is a treasure unto men that never faileth.
We understand that she is what? That's a dark sand of truth, man. What?
Which they that use become the friends of Yahawashi.
See, so it's our wisdom we become the friends of Yahawashi. We're making an alliance with the Heavenly Father. In the time that we're in now, it's not that the alliance you want to have. Right? So it's through wisdom. What?
Being commended for the gifts that come from learning.
Yep. Woo! The gifts that come from learning. And that was the brother just said, it ain't about the outfit. Nigga got a bad cookout. You were a memorable cookout. Right. The children, all you remember is the children jumping in the bounce. What they call it? Yeah, the bouncer house. Whoa, yeah. You get a face down, the precepts here and there. Brothers out. Yeah. And women with this rap. No, you can't conjure up the wisdom of Yahawashi. Yep, go ahead.
Yahawashi have granted me to speak as I would, and to conceive as is meet for the things that are given me.
Right, because the Lord gave us a certain portion. And in that, it's our duty to spread the light. Go ahead.
Because it is he that leadeth into wisdom.
Right, the Lord led us into wisdom. That's what we did. Not because we had good steady habits. No, the Lord led you into wisdom. Go ahead.
And directed the wise.
Woo! And directed the wise. Give me our Proverbs the 2nd chapter. And because there's a message to this as well. You got this truth just to protect your life, man. This ain't what it's about. You got to hold fast to it, and it has to become a comfort to you. It has to set about a hedge of protection. And guess what? None of us can make that claim yet. That's how you try to get interested. Nobody can say, yeah, you know, because like the hour, what it is, time of Jacob Pope, that hasn't really settled in. Hey, we know that because you gonna know it. We ain't gotta break down to you that, oh, this is the time of Jacob Pope now, y'all. No, you gonna know, man. You gonna know. It's gonna be, man. You gonna be, matter of fact, give me that 1 Corinthians 3 real quick. Because prophecy, most will fold under the pressures of prophecy. That's real talk, man. Most will eventually fold under the pressures of prophecy. See, once you up and close with prophecy, that's your moment. That's your moment. When the food, you know, yeah, when the food scares, when you was used to having access to a chicken.
I know I'm saying, look, you see the eater fight, he walks with his dog. They're gonna do him and his dog.
Yeah.
They're gonna grab his dog.
And you know what? It's not even gonna really matter. It's gonna be more intense to those who have this truth. See, it's gonna be more intense to us because you're gonna know. Oh, you know, we're in a time of taking trouble. Them people, they're gonna just fall, they're gonna crumble, they're gonna just be another statistic. Give me this 1 Corinthians 3 real quick.
3 and 13.
They're gonna think that this is crazy shit. They're gonna be hollering Jesus Christ. Oh, the scripture speaks about that. They're not gonna be mindful of the scourge. But yeah. That was the guy with the dog, man.
Verse 3 and 13. Every man's work is every man's benefit. Today shall declare it.
Read that again.
It says every man's work shall be manifest.
But every man's work going to be made manifest. Go ahead.
For the day shall
For
declare it.
that day is going to declare it, meaning the prophecy itself is going to prove your work. It's going to be a certain day for you. But that day is going to declare your work. Well, you will be elected. When you the mechanical dog on that side of the car, and y'all ain't camping out, you gonna be thinking about the scriptures. Damn, he was right. I mean, the spirit, like me first. I want to say this thing. That's why what's the Habakkuk? Whereas I heard that speech and was afraid. Remember that mercy, man, because that's gonna be intent on us. You other people think gonna be a random thing. Damn, they no more chicken nuggets. But you're gonna be saying, oh shit, Lamentations 4, man. Yahawah shot and stepped in. Yeah. See, that's why I said they gonna declare it. That's why I said everything was a Yep, yeah, go ahead, read that.
It says,
Somebody get get it. It said,
it says every man's work shall be made manifest.
Yeah.
For the day shall declare it. Because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work on what sort it is.
Right, so that's going to be that day. It's going to be a personal day. Yeah, that's going to actually try what work. It's going to be that breaking point. Because even wood can be consumed for a second. You know, it's still there. It might be popping and making noises and shit, but then it eventually consumes away.
Yeah, because like you say, the our temptation. It's coming to a time where everybody's on the whole earth. So we're going to see who's going to crack, who's going to fall, who's going to reach. You don't think who's going to stand so stiffly, but then we have about to start next time.
Hey, that's why I say out of the woodshed, because that temptation don't try all of these people, man. But the ones that's going to be able to withstand the first step, they're going to qualify to sit sure to even qualify for that, which you got this. Now we qualify to this, we got hope. Because according to the story, those with the truth is going to withstand it. That's right. Yeah, come on, we about to go into them times too, man. You can feel it, man. Like the Yahawah outside, he freaked it up. You know, you think it's a false sense of security and all of a sudden, hey, because all it takes is a matter of an hour. Well, I don't even say that. A minute, the power can shut down. Yeah.
Guess what? When you make it food, you don't make it.
That's a very ideal piece. Yeah, we get that.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience.
Right. In the word of the patience is the testimony of Yahawashi. Oh, that goes into keep. Oh, it say keep the word. That's equivalent to keep the commandment. Yeah. See, the scriptures set up to cause you to stumble if you're not thinking, man. This is not for low-level thinking. No. This is for analytical minds. Those who have wits, pretty much. Your antennas, your instincts is up. Not for a nigga with his phone like this playing chess. You're going to be taken, man.
That's why if I had read, the Lord said, strive unto the truth unto death. You know what I'm saying? We don't say it's a rock. It says, strive unto the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for you. You know what I'm saying? So you got to put your best foot forward. That's what the Lord going to protect you. That's what it's saying. That's why a lot of people that don't come to you, they can't see past America. They think it's just it.
Yeah, that's it.
This 2035, I got that house and all that shit. They see themselves like, what I'm gonna do in 10 years, I'm gonna do in 5 years. That's all they can
say that. That 10-year plan and all that.
10-year plan, my American dream plan, White House.
Yeah, with the dog.
Happy wife, happy wife. That bullshit. Yeah.
Even the first year,
Jake, like, I got this. Jake, like, I got this.
5 years old.
I will also keep you from the hour of temptation.
Oh, see, it says the Lord going to keep you from the hour of temptation. So, yep, that goes back into the Lord now appointing us this round. Yeah, go ahead. Real quick. Yeah, cut. Yeah, cut. Yeah, right up. Yeah.
Word of my patience. You go back to the word patience means suffer. So this is an example right here, man. This small, minute level. The word of thy patience. You know, we're willing to do what we need to do.
Yeah, because you know what heavy about that? It said a word of my patience. That means you got to suffer according to the doctrine. That's why the scripture says suffer not as an evil doer. This nigga's out here worse than you. This nigga out here shooting so. But he's suffering from weakness. We keeping the word of the patience. We suffering under the discipline of not, under the ramifications of, hey, no, the Lord told us this. The Lord told us to goddamn give away the comfort. It's according to a doctrine that we doing it. We're not just here.
Yeah, because it's like a prelude right here. You know what I'm saying? When you're going to the hour of temptation. So remember, man, when we out here teaching it, you know what I'm saying, prophesying, it's not a game. Yeah. We out here, bro. It's all good. So what? So guess what? Time to come to this man, bro. We gotta keep the spirit on us. Faith. Now attack us. Like I said,
It's all behind that. That's a calculated move, It ain't like that's a baby. No, BG came out and killed off all the livestock. He bought what? 70% of all the farmland. Oh yeah. And he killed off all the livestock. He spilled all the milk, all the milk. Yeah, he burned the milk. He already did that. Yeah, bust all the eggs. Yeah, that's so. He's all gonna. That's the part of that rap, man. Yeah. It's gonna be a very dark time.
Right, man. So this is part of our temptation right here, man. And brother gotta. That's why I say it's like set up more there in your heart. You know what I'm saying? With your mind, man. Yeah. You gotta put in your mind, say, man, you gotta endure everything for the election.
Set your heart right.
You know what I'm saying? Set your heart right is what you constantly endure. Whatever the Lord bring upon you, man. Whether you gotta go to the concentration camp, when you be fucking go to the wilderness. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the Lord set you at, keep your mind straight that the Lord got you, man.
Hey, can I say that's a part of the message? That's why the Lord said, blessed is he who not offended in me. Right. You have your spirit, you're gonna get this feel-good story. But when you get into the nuts and bolts of it, you find out this is about suffering, man. Yeah, this is about enduring. That word preserving thrown in there. Salvation. Salvation. Why these words thrown around? Deliverance. Right. Salvation. That means we're not going through a very heavy time.
And then I always push this, they say proper preparation prevent for performance along with faith. So you carry that with you, man. So then what we're gonna need, proper preparation. We're gonna need what? Performance. So that's what? Endurance. Along with what? Faith. And that's what's gonna keep us going. Faith. Believing that what we've been teaching the whole time is gonna actually come to pass.
Because you're gonna be reduced to that. See, you're gonna be reduced to that.
Exactly.
See, that's what this thing is about. It ain't a strategic. You're not gonna be able to, you know what? You check off you got a roller deck. No, it's gonna be a point where you're gonna be like, you know what? I gotta believe now. I gotta believe now. I can't go to the after. Hey, come on. That's going to be a milky game.
Well, so this going to the altercation right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, this by Yahawashi right here, man. This is great. Yahawashi right here. Go ahead, Doc.
This is Luke 21:12. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. My name's sake.
We declare what the coming of Yahawashi. We actually understand. We understand right now, man. We snitching on Esau. We poor fingers. We doing right now. Yeah, who's gonna stand up there? That's us right now, man. See, we'll be talking about kids and priests. Not for Muhammad, not for Buddha. You know what I'm saying? This for the name of the Yahawashi.
That's right.
That's gonna be the reward right there for enduring that persecution. That's why the Revelation said that. You gotta go.
The book of Revelation 3, in verse 10, it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience,
Right.
I also
So guess what? That's gonna be the reward. Because you did this, I'm gonna do this for you.
Yep.
Go ahead.
I also
because you kept the word of my patience, I will also go ahead.
God, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Yeah, I will also keep you from the hour of temptation. Meaning, I'm gonna keep that spirit on you, man, and continue to follow me, man. I'm not gonna let you go down that broad way, man. I'm gonna keep you on that straight and narrow, man.
All right.
So, because the most, like we read earlier, the deceiver and the deceiver is here. So he said, I'm gonna keep you. You ain't gonna do it. He said, I'm gonna keep you on the hour of temptation. And then go back to Psalms 91, man. Let's go back to what the brother always said, faith being preserved.
To preserve something, to keep it fight conditions around it, right? The elements, the outside elements. So that's what it means to be kept. Right? There's gonna be volatile situations, gonna be escaping by the city of people. The boy gonna be the one behind it. We already know that. So we understand Proverbs 26, man, going. That don't stop until the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation, we already know that. The one that's escaped. You know what I mean? Due to the Lord. You know, all that tough while I sit. Everybody gonna be under the you're gonna be frozen with, you're gonna be, not to say we're gonna be trembling, like, you know, but you're gonna be under the vibration, you know, that influence, you know, of Yahawashi as now we are.
That's why I say when we went to Psalm 91, you said you abide in the shadow of the Almighty. That's how you have to. Yeah. That's how I come. You know, that's how I shield, that's how I buckle.
Those who kept the word of my patience.
You know, you gonna keep
that's also
the elect come in the same footsteps as Job, right? What did Satan tell the Most High about Job? Job was not praising you for no reason. That's why you got a hedge of protection, though. That's right. Exactly.
And that's us say that. It says, then they're gonna know who my soul is. How? Because we're gonna be preserved. Isaiah 65.
Hey, look, bring that back out of Luke. That's why Jacob P. Because Jacob P. You gonna say that? Go back to Luke 21. Yeah, don't read it. He gonna tell you that Jacob's like, like, you know, like on pay for it. He thought he was psycho. Like, that's how they gonna be. Nigga, I thought you was gone, nigga.
I can get out.
Look, bro, you back. Lord, like, yeah. You know? But it's for a reason. Go ahead, bro.
This is Luke 21:13. For it shall turn to you for a testimony.
Oh, what? A testimony. You see?
Settle it therefore in your hearts not to meditate before, for ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Like you brother said, the Lord gonna be with us. Who gonna be against us when the Lord is with us, bro? So we ain't gotta worry about, I'm gonna lie, I'm gonna say this. No, the Lord gonna give us the number will. You see? The Lord gonna give us what we should say. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't gotta think about nothing. The Lord gonna put the spirit on us, man. You see that? The Lord gonna take control. Go ahead.
This wisdom of Solomon 3:9, they that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful and love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he have cared for his elect.
Come on, man. So that's why we got here now. Go back into Luke. We gotta finish it out. It's all about the Lord, man. Protecting. All right. And
21:16, and ye should be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinsfolks and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but there should not an hair of your head perish.
And they go all the way back to that revelation.
Come on, man. These things gonna happen. Most of them give us up. Nigga, we thought that was cool. You know what I'm saying? Baby mom. You know that? Niggas finna give us up, man. Remember, guess what? The Lord gonna make a way. See that? He's gonna make a way to what? To the snake.
We're gonna be saying the same stuff the Lord was saying. That's why scripture remember the Lord said, I was with you keep the dead in the temple, y'all. We're gonna be saying the spirit. We're gonna sit down, we will open it. We will eyes. We can put it on temple. The spirit of the Lord gonna help us going in that same vibration. You know?
No, I ain't spread you.
Yep, good morning.
In your patience possess ye your souls. I can read that there too.
Hey, real quick, you said in your patience possess ye your soul. That's why the scripture says you talk to the word of my faith.
Yeah.
Because you kept the word of my faith. I'm going to keep you from the hours of flesh. Because you endured, you persevered.
Yeah.
I got a reward for you, man. At the end of the day, like the brother was saying, that's out of our hands. That's Proverbs 20:24. That man's going on the Lord. So that's nothing that we can do. That's why we got to pray for these doing, pray for perseverance, pray for faith. Yep. That's that principle of hope. That's it. Now we hope that we can go into that lot. We hope that we'll pour it on those who deserve. Right? Yeah, that's heavy. Like we know the story, but now we hope that we'll pour it. You know?
And they hate that we say we hope.
Yeah.
So they want to say they hear. They know. We ain't got to worry about it. He's going to ride on the curve. You got to worry about it. You got to worry about it. The Lord will come out on my way. You got to worry about it.
Warrior.
No, I said, I'm not. You got to worry about it. The Lord ain't going to be like, come on, you got to worry about it.
It's Luke 21:19 in the NLT. By standing firm, you will win your soul.
By standing firm, you will win your soul. See that? Like coming out here, we get it. Taking a body, sacrifice, you will win your soul. Wait, let's go to John. John said, what John said, I think it's something chapter. He said, if you stick to Yahawashi, what you on, gang? Yeah. Come on, bro. So you say the firm out here, man, through the rain, the sleet, the snow, any kind of weather, you get a week out, what you doing? Come on, man.
Yeah, well, I'm following the tip here.
Come on, bro. You can't make this up, man.
That's so simple. That is simple, man. Man, what? You gonna stand like a pillar to a building. It can rain, it can hail, it can sleet, it can storm. You still gonna stand there and persevere.
Rooted and grounded.
Rooted and grounded. That's it. Rooted and grounded.
Oh, the
That's it. The scripture speaks about what? After you suffered a while, after you suffered a little while.
I think that's the point. A little while.
A little while. Right? But this is an example of that little while. It what? It establishes you, it grounds you, and it strengthens you.
Yep.
Rough to paraphrase.
You've been molded. You've been made what? You've been made hard.
You've been made hard, man.
Yep.
You've been made a pillar. A pillar that's going to stand on that foundation. That foundation is Yahawashi.
Right, he's the rock.
He's the rock.
It's a rock 1 and 13. Whoso fears the Lord, it should go. It's a rock 1 and 8. There is one wise and greatly to be feared. The Lord sitting upon his throne.
Oh, that's it.
He created her and saw her and numbered her and pulled her out upon all his works. She is with all flesh according to his guilt.
Right. Wisdom, no fear, is according to what is that? Wisdom, movement, and emotion. So wisdom was within the wicked things, like the brother always bring out, man. It took wisdom to create wicked. Right?
Poured out in all things.
That's it. Foolishness. What did the preacher say, man? He searched out all things.
That's why we have to put up inside. So what's the Lord saying? Yeah, wisdom. What? On the left hand side. Then we got the wisdom what? On the right hand
And then you
side.
know what? We had to learn folly too.
Exactly.
That's why King Solomon said, because we have folly. Wisdom and folly. So we had to come in this lifetime to find out the wickedness so we could appreciate it. Right?
Yeah. And that's what? That's the only way that good and evil is still good and evil. Right. That's the only way you're going to be a righteous judge. That's it. Yep, experience. You're like, okay, no, I know you put a sin. Because you can get over somebody who don't know that about it.
He been through it. He got real bad. You know what I'm saying?
They can run a circle around your ass. You know that. They say, oh, my little girl was hungry, right? You know, you gave him $20. Right. You got no wallet now. Right. Man, y'all been the fans on. Yeah, man. Go search
She is with our flesh according to his guilt, and he has given her to them.
Oh, somebody get that. What's that? Wisdom of Solomon 12. Yeah, because wisdom, like the brother going into, wisdom is what that's the forefront, is the driving force behind everything. Yeah. And that's why Yahawashi outside extended us so much mercy by tapping us into this. Imagine not having the reasoning you got now. You know, moving through life, man. Going to church. You know, yeah, that is dark. That's the reasons of government.
Think about going to church though. You just going to church every Sunday, like,
you're a ghoul and goblin at that. Yeah, you're a crazy creation of Babylon. Going to a movie, going to a dungeon. Yeah, you're a gargoyle. Oh yeah. How much more nigga would have fooled? You know, nigga that's supposed to be like, man, that's why the council that we partake in, man, it deals with reasoning. And fear of Yahawashi outside. That gets you back. Remember when they came to Yahawashi and said, oh, good master. And the Lord said, what called me good? You know why he said that? Because he had He was driven. His answer was driven by wisdom. So So that's what we've been tapped into. Our reasoning centers around wisdom. Yeah, you ain't gonna come up and come and try to praise you or do something like that. No. See, that's the wisdom there. Hey, don't worry about that. 12. Get that wisdom solid. Hold that on there. Good morning. Yeah. Oh, we got one more? Yeah, come on. Yeah,
Rock 1 and 11. The fear of the Lord is honor and glory and gladness and a crown of rejoicing.
Yep. You know that fear of the Lord goes like a what? Hey, that word crown ain't there for nothing. This builds into roots.
They're going to love. Love is the action word.
Yep, love is the
That's the thing that Christianity don't put.
Yep.
Lord is our love. No, we know what love is.
Yeah. Yep.
So they knew what love means. Goddamn, they'll be rehearsing like that.
Yep. Yep. They'll be out here teaching. Yeah, words correct.
The block will be deep right now.
Yeah. They'll be extending the love of the Lord unto the Christians.
Right, they don't know what love is.
Yeah, because you know they operate under the realm of the earth, the earthly realm. Yeah. So your perception of love is, you know, a gift card for $25 gift card. Now that he loves you, man. I'm pretty good. Yeah.
It's good to do that, you know what I'm saying? But that's not love, though. It's not of the Father.
Oh, well, the Lord says that the peace I leave unto you, not as the world leaves. So it's a whole different, it's another realm. That peace and love is really just wisdom. That's right. So how we know that? Because that's the bridge to salvation. Remember, what's that? Wisdom of Solomon 7. The Lord never done, but he that dwelleth with him. Yeah. So let's go back to 2 I know you had to feel this. 18. Yep.
Verse 18. The beginning of sorrow and great mourning.
Right.
The beginning of famine.
Right. That's where we at. Remember, this is a living document. I don't know if y'all remember this old movie, The Never Ending Story. You ever saw that? That little funny shit. Yeah, you go back and watch it. Hey, but the young guy, he was in the attic and he got caught up in that book. And he found out that the book was about him. He was living that shit with him, man. So that's how the scriptures is. It's pretty much the script of life. So as we read this, it's blossoming before our eyes. When the scriptures say the beginning of sorrows, that's where we at now. How do we know that? You can feel it. If you're in the right spirit, you know. Hey, the brother's been putting in the chat, the price of chicken and shit. 4 leg quarters, $45, you know. And you got to remember, this ain't just started. Going back when BT bought up all the farmland, and even prior to that, remember the government or somebody told them to get rid of all their crops. So the famine has pretty much been ruined. Yeah, I heard them. Yeah, go ahead.
The beginning of sorrows, the great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of war.
Right, all of these words minister, man. It's at the beginning of sorrows and famine and great death. And famine, right? Famine is a very cruel form of punishment because the way your body is designed, there's nothing you can do. I dare niggas to say they on a hunger strike in a minute. I dare your ass to come with that bullshit. Like you gonna show me, I ain't gonna eat.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show you what.
Nigga say, I'll rather die hungry than get shot.
Oh, Lamentations the fourth chapter, the 9th verse.
But nigga, you'll rather get shot.
Yeah, because it's a personal death.
Right.
Lamentations 4:9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger.
shot. What?
They that be slain with the sword are better than they be slain with hunger.
They be slain with hunger. You gotta sit there and lift up eyes and text for hours and hours and days and days. I'm a fuck fortune. See that? You don't want that kind of pain, man. You'd rather take a quick death than take a death of fucking family. And that's coming.
Yeah, because the scripture saying what? Better, the scripture's giving you the option. The scripture saying it's better that you just go down before than after. Because it's the rules. Hey, for an example, matter of fact, can you read what they find a way for one to read that for? Because it's a psychological aspect of the God. Right? You think about it. You got time to consume it. Go ahead, huh?
With these pine away,
With these find a way, well, you can come for one of the fruits of the field. Meaning what? You can actually think of food. You're gonna be putting in your mind. You're gonna be thinking about like, damn, a hot wing plate. And see what's heavy, right? Motherfucker, you ever heard the saying, I got a taste for, what you got a taste for? Because you can actually really taste what you want. A nigga got a taste for a patty milk. You can feel the texture of the Texas toast. I used to like it. Your partner gonna look like a hot dog, and your seven cuz gonna look like a hamburger. Hey, but you know, I'm gonna say though, again, think about it. It can happen suddenly at any time. Because we all know, like one example, let's throw this out there, I hope it ain't, I tell you, the devil's home for us. You know that that's the rule, but you know that 124 hours you get there, right? Now let's say with a nigga, or just an American, a Babylonian, they so used to eat. Bitches is so deep. All it takes for 2 days for that satanic, you know what I'm saying? But in that event, they still got the TV on. You know, you can still, you see commercials of food. So that's why it's that they find a way to want it. They're freaking for the want of the food for the field. So it's a psychological aspect that comes with that. You sitting there thinking about what you can possibly, you know, damn, oh man, because nigga big on hotel. And then you know, you still got damn bag of whatever you dipped it with, a bag of Doritos. That's gonna say, that's gonna fuel that fire. Yeah, you can taste the texture of the yeah, with the crack. You know what I mean? And you know what kind of juice you gonna have. Yeah, but the Lord said your body will be heavy to where you got to eat. Pretty much. Remember we going there a lot. He said 24 chapter with Yahawashi, even when he came back, he asked, is it in the food in here? Because he was in the flesh and they gave him that raw, they gave him raw fish and honey. So yeah, nigga ain't gonna be on no hunger strike in that day. Go ahead. Like you ain't gonna, you know, you can do that now. That's why this place is bad too, man. Boy, motherfucker on the hunger strike, we ain't gonna eat. It's crazy, man. Yeah, but we don't see when that food drops.
Second Ezra 16:18, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evil, what shall I do when these evils shall come?
Right. So the prophet Esther, he saw it. And he said, what shall I do when these evils come? We're in the time of evil. The word evil breaks down the bad times, man. It's gonna get crazy out here, man. Motherfucking IG models and shit. It's gonna be a beautiful story, man. Like the pride of America is gonna be brought low. And again, that standard, if you don't see that, we read into this. Watch out, the standard is the other side. You don't see that, that's gonna be a strategic. Oh, that goes back to blockade and siege. Can we try to pull that information out? Yeah, see, this is a strategic move. The Lord being a war tactician, man. The famine humbles you. A nigga can't act cool when he's hungry. Nigga got a goddamn designer. Yeah, that you can't play it off, man. You pull it up in a foreign. All right. You got a designer belt. You gonna keep that motherfucker, man.
You already know how people are when they don't eat you out.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially on a damn woman. She cranky.
Yeah.
Because I'm sorry, I haven't eaten. That shit offended me. These niggas
Yeah. Yeah. Well, God come in and batter his wife. The food ain't ready. I'm not gonna have a speakerphone. Oh yeah, I'm not being myself with it.
Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges.
Right, as scourges. That's punishment. The Lord going to scourge you by way of famine, misfortunes, and calamities. And again, that's going to it fits this place. The pride of America, you know? Niggas in front of the camera all day. This nigga walking in front, you know what I mean? Fuck, man. Yeah. And you know right there, what's my scripture say, the lust of the eyes and the lust of the flesh. Yeah. Because you can't even get involved in that unless you study. You can't take a picture of like a humble picture. Right. You take it, you got on the hoodie. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna take it, yeah. You ain't gonna be, one fool. And you just, you know, man, you gotta study. So this place is comprised by pride. Why? Because Esau, the proud, is in power. He governs over this system. By default, you're driven by pride. So like, go ahead. I think I'm bad. Something like what? This is all been broken up, man. I'm gonna go to my more willing. Well, you know, Isaiah 47 is talking about that this coming down from a throne, sitting in the dust. Come down and sit in the dust on versus daughter of Babylon. Right? So, yeah. So that's going into the Lord humbling this bitch. Basically, and it's going to come through the family. Famine is going to be a strategic move to humble the faces of these Babylonians. That's why when you read Isaiah, matter of fact, get that. Isaiah 65, it goes into the two extremes where you're going to have one people, God is the Lord, the other is going to crowd, howl. Next thing from the spirit. Come on. Right. God, this is Isaiah. Verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord found. No, my servant shall eat. Yep. But ye shall know. Right. So why does the Lord hit that? That proves that famine is going to be emphatic. If the Lord promising that, you're going to eat, that means that, hey, that famine is going to be instrument, if you will, the Lord going to use to visit this place. And it makes sense because America built on food, bread and circus. Restaurant. That's all this place built around. Comfort food. They call it comfort food. Nobody got restaurant. Nobody got the drive-through. Drive-through. DoorDash. Yep, DoorDash. Yeah, easy access, DoorDash. Yeah, we know that we can. I know. I got it. That's what I had. Yeah, bigger. That's your The Lord set you up so he can snare you and take you. Yeah, man, the Lord is greatly to be feared. He set this false security up for you. That standard gonna creep in suddenly, man. Just to tell you that. Give me that in the pocket. The suddenness of the famine. That's how it's gonna come. Like a thief, like the brother said. You got your feet up and you hear this sound in the garage. You're gonna be driven to your feet like, oh shit, see the family gonna get everybody. Yeah, you was chilling with the remote. You heard a crazy crack. Boom! You're gonna be like, oh shit. Fella, you was kicking it. Yeah, you're gonna turn everything off. I'm gonna call those day. You know some crazy. Rumbling. Nobody like you ain't got real. We know. Cam. Yeah, come on. This is 42. And suddenly, got a song places up here. Right, suddenly, the song places gonna appear. Hey, that's that scene of the movie. Appear. You're gonna see it. You're gonna be in the scene. With things that are gonna be right. You know, something ain't right here, man. That's what the poor storehouse suddenly be found empty. Right, the poor storehouses is gonna suddenly be found empty. Dealing with the hub from the manufacturers all the way to the farmers to just public. That's the pipeline. The Lord gonna cut the pipeline off. That's the strategy. Blockade and siege. Now you remember Esau did that to us in 70 AD, cut off the supplies of the city. So the Lord's going to visit. That's how the Lord going to cut off Babylon. The Lord going to cut the supplies of the city off. Yep, you go, oh, well, yep, smite the sword, cut off the sword, and he that handled the sickle. So the Lord is going to go to the source. There's going to be no way to escape. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. You get right to the source. Get the counter out of there. Find out that you might even have to kill him. Yeah, the lack of bread. Hey, because right now people respect your boundaries. You know, and that's another step. You know, people actually respect your boundaries. You don't even know that that's a volatile situation. But respect, that's his house. And, you know, he got his little key. Yeah, but it's gonna be a foot. Look at you making the pot of spaghetti. Get to that point. They gotta open up your chips a certain way. Y'all be quiet. You already know how. Hey, look, that was 5 weeks when you watch the party. Collecting pieces close. We're gonna get bigger. Yeah. Like that show Black Summer. Oh yeah, yeah. For anything. And that woman, she wanted to get in the car, she wanted to hear something. She was so desperate, she said, I'll suck your dick. Bitch, gonna be sucking dick for hours. He was with a man too. Yeah. Oh yeah, she was right. He had no problem with it. He was like, yeah, she was with a man. Women right now, that's why these women don't fucking get it. They go
gonna get it the most.
Oh, they show you in the book that you got. Remember when the girl said, "Can I come with you?" You know, she wanted to come with him. You know, it's gonna get like that, man. It's gonna get bad. The famine is gonna be emphasized, man. Yeah, the famine is very full for the person. That's why Isaiah 65, the Lord gave us a pep talk. He said, you're gonna appreciate Isaiah 62 chapter that day. When the food gets scarce, you're gonna appreciate eating from that. Oh, the Lord said that, man. That's why we're gonna be rejoicing. The Lord said we was gonna eat. Nobody else told us we was gonna eat. Lord, Christianity, they like that better bread, they got some stamps.
No, the Lord gonna give you. But that's what you ain't gonna put that in the 4 times a day. That's what we bad. For all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always mindful of the truth. They gonna stand up. They gonna make them go harder. They can't feed their kids. They can't provide for themselves. They don't be mind for this shit. They don't be no 911. You know what I'm saying? I got your video on the lecture on the latest. We got five guys taking the door. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look at have no help.
One dude got pushed on a toilet. One foot away from the toilet, got that motherfucker pushed up on the That's tough there.
What's up, man? That's a bad one. They gonna turn the fuck up, man. They gonna turn up, man. That's why it's best. That's what the time that Yahawashi gonna do the world is not gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, Lord, want us to what? It ain't hard. That's not the rain dropping as it's doing now, raining. Lord. The Lord fills the up. That's what we gonna be doing.
Everybody's drinking in the area, man. That's the one that know what it's like.
You learn to laugh that next time.
That's right. You gonna learn. You gonna learn.
You gonna
The easy way you gonna learn at home. Although you gonna learn the easy way at home.
You gonna learn. Give all praise, honor, and glory.
To Yahawah, bahasham, rawchaa, bahasham, Qadash. Yahawah, ETA, Yahawah, soon. Today,
How y'all to America, man?